You make me want to be a better man. Look at your woman right now and say, baby, you make me want to be a better man. Give it up for yourself out there if you did it. If you didn't do it, shame on you. And ladies, look at your man and say, hey, baby, you make me want to be a better woman. See what happens? Complete silence. She doesn't want to be better. I'm the only one in the relationship that wants to be great. Welcome back, everybody.
Please.
This is She Mediocre and I Top Tier. I am your host.
No, we ain't start this podcast off right now. I'm gonna get up, walk clean up out
Come on, put the mic back. Because you didn't want to be better. Put the mic back. I am your host.
He finna give him another host.
And I'm joined by my top tier host. That's what you say. Very special top tier host.
India Marie, that's about to be.
My nose started running. You made me nervous. I thought you were really about to walk out. You made me nervous.
It wouldn't surprise you.
I started sweating and everything. I had to wipe my face off. This is She and I. We did
Is that the note you want to start this week on?
No, I want to start everything off with positivity.
It's Monday morning.
You know what today is?
It's Monday morning that we're recording. This is 9:25. It's too early in the day.
But I just want you to be a better. I want you to make me better. And I want to make you better. Let's make each other better. All right?
Right now, you getting on my nerves.
We got a pound every time. We got to... Come on, man. Listen. We ain't come here to play. You playing too much right now.
You playing too much.
You know what I noticed, though? When you put on... Let me just say this.
Oh, my God.
Let me just say this.
Goodbye.
It's going to be a good one.
I know it's not.
When you put on lip liner... Let's see. I can't even say what I'm going to say. Your lips and Shiloh's lips look alike. You wish you had my daughter's lips. You have started edging your lips up to look like Shiloh.
All right.
Listen.
All right.
This is the best thing that happened on a Tuesday.
I see what type of energy that I'm going to bring
Monday
to this podcast today.
The husband and wife duo.
And I'm about to have to clown him.
You didn't know you need.
Because I wasn't going to get on here and talk about how he got on my nerves all weekend. I wasn't going to do that.
How would I do? You got us, and we are here to stay. All right? So here we are.
I don't know.
I mixed it up.
Giving me 20 bucks.
Let me tell you why she mad for real. Let's just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. She been mad ever since Memphis took a L. She swears she like basketball. Now listen, so what she's about to say is, I can't stand him. All he want to do is sit up and watch the sports. He don't never want to affectionize me and all this, which is cool. It's not, the case. But anyway, all of a sudden, saying you gonna watch the Memphis game with me, and she was cooking and doing whatever. I don't know what she was doing, but she was in and out. She went to bed. The game came on late.
It did. It was just the Lakers games be coming on too late for me.
Listen, boy, you need a bang, a goddamn Adderall. Your ass you gotta really enjoy basketball. I be thinking the commentators, TNT, Ernie, Inside, the guys, do they drink just drink coffee all the? Or do they take naps? They can't listen. Them damn West Coast games beat you down.
Too late for me.
Say all that to say this.
But I woke up to a hot L.
A hot, stinking, filthy L. And I let her know about it too. She didn't really want to talk to me all weekend after that. And I'm not a Lakers fan. Let me go ahead and put an asterisk by that. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a Damian Lillard fan. I'm really kind of a Dame fan more than a LeBron fan at this point in my life. Just growing up, But I'm forever Allen Iverson, the best basketball player to ever live. Debate somebody else. But besides that, I thought we had a good weekend. We hung out. You went to see Madagascar with Blake. Tell him about it.
We hung out. We didn't hang out.
We did not hang out, did we? But Sunday we hung out. You bamboozled me.
I didn't.
Niggas tricked me on Sunday. Tricked me on Sunday. It's another story.
I didn't trick him.
Sometimes your wife will pull the wool over your eyes, and it's cool.
Based on the timeline that you gave to me, that's what we should be doing right now.
Right. Sometimes you need the wool pulled over your eyes because you can say you want to do things and you can kind of drag your feet along, but then you need other people to kind of put the ball in motion. And I'm cool with somebody helping me put the ball in motion. And typically for men, women do that better for us than a man would. I don't even know why, but if we are kind of hesitating on something, and then we got strong women around us, like we built our team and our like inner circle with women, they're going to push you and keep you honest when it comes to doing things. I think so. So this one right here, I told her that we were going to do something, and all of a sudden I got a Sunday full of things to do. And I'm like, whoa. Basketball comes on Sunday, and I'm trying to do something over there too. You watch basketball all weekend. You just need to come on this. You said you were going to do it. She drove. I got in the car and I did it, but she had to drive. We got to go, and we hung out.
I wanted to drive. Don't say you made me to drive. I wanted to drive.
We went out to eat too. We had Sunday brunch.
We did.
That's what I'm saying. So what you talking about? We didn't hang out.
It was hang the family outing. That was the family outing.
So now summer is coming, and typically around this time, like my adrenaline is flowing, my testosterone is up, my libido is rising because I know Blake is about to leave. So that means for me, I'm at least going to get some sex 3 times a week. It's slow right now, but 3 times a week. At least. Because,
we had a conversation recently with first. Okay, wait a minute.
Let me get through my story because Blake is leaving. But now, we got a baby. We got Shiloh. Shiloh is not going with Blake. And I think she should. I know we're about to have a conversation about that. But
we're not having no conversation. She's just not going.
I need her. Or somebody got to come up here. You know what I'm saying? To keep her. Because when Blake leaves, we were outside like back in the day. We would go out of happy hour. We would go kick it. We were available. But now Blake is leaving and Shiloh's staying. And like, God darn, can both of them leave and go to Mississippi?
I mean, we can just find a babysitter. I mean, we've always said that it's easier to find a babysitter for one kid than it is for 2. Fact. So, we just have to pay a babysitter.
So God bless. Oh, and if you haven't already, go and subscribe to YouTube. And if you're on YouTube and you're just watching, subscribe. Show us some love. Leave a review. Leave us a comment. Shout out to everybody out there who's already done so. Review this shit. 5 stars.
Anyways, back to this weekend. We had Blake and I had a Blake and Mommy Day.
Yes, sir.
And so I took him to see Madagascar. The
Left
musical.
Me out.
Shout out to Jasmine Sweet for the tickets. And he had a ball. Like, I think a lot of times we want to push what we want to do, like what we want our kids to do on our kids. But sometimes you just kind of gotta you gotta take a step back and realize what they're really into. Mm-hmm. And the kid likes going to shows. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I love that about him. So we went to Madagascar, the musical.
Madagascar, the musical.
What did I say? I said Madagascar. Sorry. Madagascar.
It's a new one.
And we danced to Move It. And
my boy came home dancing his life away.
And then I took him out to eat. We went to dinner, and he's an expensive date.
You took him to dinner?
I took him to dinner.
I didn't take y'all to dinner?
No, you didn't.
Shout out to that. I thought I did.
No, you didn't. So yeah, I took my mans on a date.
That's what I'm talking about.
This weekend, and we had us a good little time because it's always Baird and Blake. The
Rock Boys.
And after I had Shiloh, he randomly came up to me one day. He was like, "Mommy, do you remember when we used to have Mommy and Blake Day?" And we used to have Mommy and Blake Day like once a week before Shiloh. Like we would just go and we would just hang out all day, do different stuff. And I was like, yeah, I remember. And I could tell he's kind of feeling the way about it. So I was like, we got to get back to our Mommy and Blake Day. So I've already planned out the next one in my head. So I'm excited.
See, the thing about it is she planning out all these Mommy and Blake days, but she's leaving me with Daddy and Shiloh days. And we still trying to figure it out. We're doing a lot better.
You're the only one that got to figure out Shiloh. The babysitters come over. They have a great time with Shiloh. And I don't know what it is.
We're still trying to figure it out. She just like to throw up on me, man.
It could just be me. Like me. She's a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you're dealing with Capricorn energy times 2. And Leo and Capricorn aren't, that compatible. Leo and Capricorn can work, but you got to work really hard.
And I be trying to work hard. I change diapers, I sing songs, I give bottles.
You just meeting the basic. Those are the bare minimum needs of a baby.
I roll on the floor.
You gotta get to know my girl's personality.
We trying to figure it out. Every day I come on here. Let me tell y'all what I got in trouble for this weekend. Let me go ahead and tell this story real fast. So, parents, dads, you gonna feel me on this one. Blake is 5 now, so y'all saw him grow up or whatever. So he's 5 now, and some stuff he does, he talks back now. He got a little attitude about him sometimes. He likes his action figures, so we don't pop. None of that, but we do put him in timeout, and we do take things from him now. Anyway, he scares Shiloh. He likes doing it.
I'm talking about like scares the shit out of Shiloh. Like,
everybody be dead. Everybody be dead quiet, and he'll pop up from behind the couch and just scare her. And I'm like, this is some wild shit, right? Anyway, we were sitting around Sunday. Shout out to my boy Chris Ryan came over. We kicking it, whatever. And Blake scared Shiloh, like popped up from behind the couch. But
it's like his third time doing it.
Yeah,
like
third time in an hour or two.
And I was like, she doesn't like it, Blake. And then 15 minutes later, it's just right here. And then that third one got her. And my girl
turned red. So
she was upset.
She's in between like our color. She's more leaning towards mine. But she has red undertone, bloodshot red. India, I've never seen India move this fast for anything. Y'all know habitual late over here. Everything is slow. She dropped Shiloh, grabbed Blake, took him upstairs, and I heard them talking. She put him in timeout. Boom, boom, boom. India is starting now to pick up things. I don't know why you start picking up stuff like in the floor and whatever. You start that grab. Oh, she was picking up his men from off the floor, his action figures from off the floor. Boom.
He's really into action figures, and they big. They're like this tall. And he has like 12 of them.
Yeah. Anyway, she's picking up these action figures, lifted the coffee table, not knowing that he had a drink on the coffee table. Fast forward this story to speed things up, make a long story less long. Blake comes downstairs, picks up his drink, trying to drink it, and nothing was in it. He came over to me, a little sad, a little whiny. Dad, what happened to my drink? And I told him, sometimes God gets disappointed in us, and he makes things happen. When you were gone, God decided that you didn't need any more drink, so he took it from you. She was pissed off at me about that. I thought that was a good way to teach about God and about beverages.
No.
So then hold on.
Because God is not going to punish you for that.
And then he said, are you serious? Are you telling the truth, Dad? I'm like, yeah, man, but I got to do
it. And then you're going to have him mad at God thinking that God done spilled his drink.
I said, all you have to do is apologize. God will forgive you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And I'm like, all right, well, you get another drink tomorrow.
And I have a problem with that because now you got him apologizing for some shit he ain't even sorry for. That's the thing. Blake be doing it. He don't be sorry. That's why I don't make him apologize.
The moral of the story is God forgives. I don't. Rose, I forgive too.
I looked at me. I said, "You are doing some very shitty parenting right now."
Now I told him about Jesus and God. How was that shitty parenting? I thought I was nailing this shit. I thought I was like combining everything. I taught him about forgiveness, taught him about God, and I taught him about consequences of his actions. Give it up for me.
And it really wasn't that big of a deal.
It's not.
But granted, he didn't need no more juice. I ain't even out my God, but he didn't need no more juice that night anyway.
It was sugar-free body armor. He ain't had no sugar in it. What are you talking about?
He also peed the bed.
Oh, damn. Okay. Anyway, we hope you guys are having a phenomenal weekend. That being said, that's our life. That's all we do now. Kids become, whenever you get out of school, I don't know what it is, one day, I'm taking a flight southwest, some probably down to Mississippi, dropping him off. I'm getting me a one-way back, and it is what it is. Like, we back outside in 2 weeks. Back outside, boys. Sort of 70 on the. We ready. So if y'all want to hit us up and come kick it with us, you know what to do. Slide in the DM. Let me know I'm ready. Whatever y'all want, I'm with. Whatever. Now, we got to talk about something that just hit me, so I got to go ahead and hit the button.
During the week, we got deep.
What you want me to do?
Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what real fast. I forgot. Mother's Day. 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. You have just enough time to go in and get your Mother's Day gift. If you haven't gotten your Mother's Day gift, it's cool. You got time. Listen.
Because he ain't got mine yet. Because he asked me what I wanted, and I didn't even. I told him I know what I want, but he didn't know what I want. But
you told me what you wanted in the car. I did. I said, India, what do you want for Mother's Day? This is the only person in the world I know that can tell you everything she wants gift wise, but can't tell you what she wants to eat from meal to meal. If you ask her, hey, what do you want for a gift? Boom, she gonna spit out 5 things.
I can't.
Ask her,
I'll pull it up.
What does she want to eat for dinner? Man, well, I don't really know. I said, Indy, what do you want for Mother's Day? So yeah, I was looking at this gift card. Just give me a gift card for this place. And also I looked at this and I'm like, wow. Within a matter of seconds.
This is what I want right here.
I want to blend it. Look. How much is that? Scroll back up. Scroll up.
No, because I don't want you tripping on this podcast.
Let me see. I just want to see so I can tell the people.
No.
They going to know by the look on my face. Come on. You got to be Bro, if you're not selling those, I'm not buying those.
No. You got to look at that. This is, first of all,
now we can look at it later. We're podding right now.
Look at that.
Yeah, 7,228 reviews. All right. Some of them probably bought too. You know I do this for a living, right?
I'll show you on Instagram.
Whatever. Anyway.
Oh, I know a couple of moms that have it. That can vouch for how great it actually is as well.
And that's what I want to talk about.
They're not selling anything either. They're just making health for their family. Health is wealth. You want us all to be healthy. This is a good way to do it.
I'm going to let you cook because I got a question for everybody. She showed me what she wanted. Now, this gift, I know India. She'll use it once or twice.
No.
And that's my problem with buying Mother's Day gifts or just buying India gifts in general. I know you probably out there saying it's a gift, it's her gift. You can't tell her how to use it, and you great point. Hell of a point. However, if you know that you are about to buy something so expensive, and if you see it sitting in the corner collecting dust, wouldn't you be mad? Would that not make you angry that you bought this thing?
This is a good gift that Blake will enjoy because he's gonna like making things
guilt trip,
in it.
Throwing the kids in.
Also, this isn't really necessarily like a materialistic thing, like a bag or something like that. However, the bag that you bought two years ago, I still carry that one.
I know. Whoa. That's a great point. I know. If I buy you a bag, that's why I don't even hesitate. If I buy you a bag, that shit's getting worn that day. If I buy you some shoes, them shits are going to get worn all that week. I'm not worried about stuff like the usage rate of a bag versus the usage rate of what you just showed me. 2 totally different things.
Well, you don't know. But here's the thing. I'm in my 30s now. I'm into different things now. I'm looking at the longevity of my health. And so I'm into listen, last year I told him, I said, you know what? I could use a KitchenAid mixer. Work on my baking skills.
That's what she said. Let me tell y'all something.
But I don't want a KitchenAid mixer. I want what I just told you. Don't flip the KitchenAid on me now. I want what I just showed
exactly.
you.
I was about to, so had I bought you, let me ask you this though. Between the time you told me that last year and this year, on average, how many times have you experimented with baking?
Well, I don't do it that often because it's a pain. Because I don't have deep enough mixing bowls, and so I get the kitchen a mess.
Thing about it is still, you got to start somewhere, right? You have to start experimenting with things.
I do.
Between this time last year and now, how many times have you experimented with baking? Just answer the question.
2 cakes and a couple batches of cookies.
So 4 times. I'm going to give you a strong 4.
Nobody uses their
Let me tell you something. If we were playing spades and I had a party like that,
it's fine.
Over with.
Because they always put the KitchenAid mixers on sale around Black Friday. So that's why I said we just gonna wait till then.
I ain't waiting again. Nothing. I'm just saying out loud, man.
Okay, what you want for Father's Day?
See, I don't know.
So this not my problem, Bear. That's not my problem.
Ask me what I want to eat, though. I can tell you what I want to eat. But if you ask me what I want for Father's Day, I haven't thought that far. We know you have. You thought about 2024
Mother's
Day.
Mother's Day, the ads are everywhere. It's Mother's Day.
Man,
is
leave me
in,
alone.
but Mother's Day is next week, right?
Leave me. You know what you give me for Father's Day?
What?
A FanDuel gift card. Give me a FanDuel gift card.
They got gift cards for that?
Yeah, I hope that. You just give me the money. Cash out. Give me the money. And that's all I'll take for Father's Day. And then leave me alone. Let me gamble how I see gamble from June. The bad thing about June, nothing's really going on. No sports gambling. Baseball. I don't like baseball. But anyway, I digress. My homeboy hit a home run parlay. I ain't gonna tell you how much he won, but he won about 5 figures though. Jeff? That's for you, my man. Anyway, we digress. Mother's Day. Make sure you start collecting your intel right now. If you want to surprise your woman, this is what you do. Go in the closet, look for her favorite things. You know what she wears all the time, India. She likes high-waisted jeans now. I can go
Dog,
in.
if you say one more thing about my high-waisted jeans, again, but listen, this is the 5th time I don't push this mic away from me. I'm gonna quit on him.
Nobody can hear you
I'm
right
about
away.
to quit on. Listen, I'm about to quit on him.
And when you push the mic away, you gotta
I'm
still
about
lean
to
into
quit
it. Let
on
me show you how to
him.
do it. She likes high-waisted jeans.
I do. Maywell gift card would have been nice. That's not what I want right
See
now.
what I'm saying? She can
That's
tell
not
you
what
what
I
kind of
want
gift she
right
wants. Also, fellas, this is what you do. Go in the closet. Find a favorite pair of shoes. What's the brand? You might know. She wears New Balances till the soles fall off.
Mm-hmm. That's my thing now.
I'm going
I'm
to
not
look at
fighting
the
with
New
you
Balance.
niggas over Nikes no more.
She
I can
said.
always come up on New Balance.
So I'm going to find some new. Also, if you can just snoop around her Instagram and you can kind of, look at things she might like. I'm going to tell y'all a story that y'all might not know. If y'all live in the same house and you share Wi-Fi and you're on the same IP network, if you start getting served with ads, you're like, bro, I didn't even look at this shit. It's coming from your wife. Look at those ads. Buy one of those, and that's because she looked at that already, and they serving you ads based off of your internet activity and engagement that's in your household.
Look at his nerdy marketing talk.
Probably coming from her. So do yourself a favor. Don't ignore it. Explore it. I'm on fire. It's hot in here right now. Did you cut the air on?
No, you wanted to be all braggy and wear this hot sweatshirt
And I
or
don't like it.
jogging suit pullover.
It is hot. That thing. I got it from.
I'm quite comfortable.
Where I get this from? Off the side of the street. I literally got this off the side of the street. Ain't no shame in my game. We about to go out to brunch one day, and these people had a thrift store set up. I pulled up, had a lot of hats, had a lot of sports memorabilia, and I bought this. $10. Matter of fact, got a little hole in the back.
Congratulations.
Y'all can see it.
We're going to move on.
Okay. Here we
I have
go.
to reel him back in today. Reel it in. So we came across, I'm just going to start with the first topic.
Okay.
So Barrett sent me this article on Instagram. And apparently there's an oral sex
Getting some
epidemic.
head. Getting some head.
They are saying
head.
that you could develop throat cancer if you've had more than 8.5
Let me tell you something.
oral sexual partners.
Now, let me tell you something. Y'all probably thinking to yourself, what does a half mean? A half is when she started to just give you a good lick and you like, nah, let's skip all that. I'm ready to get to it. That's what the half is. So think about it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where fellas out there know, like, getting too good. You're like, oh, let's come on and get it in before something else happens. You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't. Did you actually read the article?
I
know you don't like to read.
I read stuff for the pod, and I do my research for the pod, but I did not read this article because it was kind of self-explanatory. Throat cancer, HPV. You will get HPV in your esophagus if you have more, for real right now, more than 8.5 oral partners, not sex partners, because we know y'all got way more than 8 right now.
So who's the demographic that's more at risk for this? I know what I have on my mind.
You know what? I didn't go to a white high school. And then in college,
I went to school with my fair share of white people. And I do know that
I knew you were about to say this. If I let you cook,
they started a lot earlier than us. They, Some people been giving oral sex for a long time.
Shout out to those angels. I would call those angel donors, right? Like you're donating your mouth for
Like
my
the ones that's
satisfaction.
been giving oral sex since middle school.
Yeah, they're angel
I went to
donors.
school with my fair share of those.
Those people need to be rewarded on a daily basis. Like give those people, not with cancer, not with cancer, but they need a plaque, right? I feel like that if you've been doing service, serving your country, if you've been serving your fellow man since you were in middle school, that's for you. You haven't served your husband since, woo!
Oh my God.
Give it up for India. Go ahead. 8.5. Do you think 8.5 is a lot? A little bit? What you think?
I don't think 8.5 is a lot.
Okay.
For the age that I am, I don't think that's a lot.
So, but in your middle school, I'm gonna bump it up between 18 and 32.
Well, maybe I do think that's a lot.
18 and 32.
Because I couldn't imagine sucking 8 penises.
Whoa! What you mean?
I don't want to.
So on average, then, what's the good number? I don't even know why I'm asking this. On average, what's a good penile? Are you making me laugh?
Because even if it's a guy that you just, even though if it's just like casual sex, you do not have to give them oral. Like, you don't have to do that.
But y'all want it.
Yeah.
We got them. So that's what I'm saying. But they didn't.
Wait, is it
men or women? It's the same thing. Hold up. Let's check this out real fast. Let's see. Keep talking. This is a podcast.
Well, I'm just curious because throat cancer. I should have read it.
I told you it was HPV though. I told you HPV.
HPV.
Yeah. Oral sex. Yahoo News right here. Let me pull it up.
Oral sex is a leading factor in the throat cancer epidemic in the United States.
Now it's deceiving because it's a woman on here getting her throat checked.
Yeah, those with 6 or more lifetime oral sex partners are 8.5 times more likely to develop.
6 or more. My fault. 8.5 times more. So forget what we said earlier. If you have 6 or more lifetime partners, you might got that thing in your throat.
What is
oral sex may be the biggest factor in the rise of throat cancer in the United States, that professor said.
Throat cancer in the past 2 decades. Interesting.
Doesn't say men or women, does it? But it's a woman on the front cover, so we're gonna go with women. This is not for men. This is about women. So 6.
I'm gonna have to find the study because that sounds crazy. It shouldn't be one way. That sounds like punishment.
What you mean? Y'all don't.
Well, then go back to the picture.
Let me tell you.
Go back to the picture.
A woman must wrote that article. Let me tell you why.
Like, I mean, I need them to clarify. Is it just for the people that's trying to like deep throat and get it all the way back there?
Whoa, come on now.
Like, who is that? Who is that?
And is it because if you're swallowing too?
Ooh.
Because if it's just skin to skin contact or, in your throat, y'all probably say, y'all know, ain't no black woman swallowing unless you're a pornography star. Y'all know. Come on, man. What are we saying? I know the vibes. Y'all know y'all not. This is be real with each other right now. We know the vibes. Now, this was a woman on this photo. So I think a woman wrote this article saying that the leading cause in throat cancer in the United States is giving fellatio. A woman wrote that because they ain't really want to do it no more. So all of a sudden they're going to write up a nice article and put it out everywhere. Probably got a good PR team, put a press release out. So now the women like India can stand on something and say, you don't want me to have throat cancer. I got kids. It ain't nothing but an excuse.
No, well, and that's what that's what's confusing, right?
It's nothing but an excuse.
Because of like multiple people's like different bacteria? Or is it based on like the number of times you're giving oral sex? Because a person that has been together for decades, like have obviously given oral sex far more than 6 times.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying.
We gotta do a little bit more research.
What is the research based on?
We got to read up on this one a little bit more. We weren't prepared for this. So 6 partners are 8.5 times more likely to develop throat cancer. Don't be out there. But it's in partners. So I guess it's just different type of secretions going in your mouth. You passing off different fluids. So I bet it if I kept reading, it was gonna say something about swallowing semen. See what I'm saying? Ain't no black woman doing that. Ain't none.
I have texture issues.
You don't like mayonnaise? You do like mayonnaise.
I don't like mayonnaise.
See, white people do like mayonnaise. Do the math. Do the science, God. You know the vibes. Go ahead and do the science. Now we gotta move on. I'm gonna move on. It's coming off the rails, this podcast. There's no structure here. Would you let a bus driver? Eboni K. Williams had an article or was talking to Ayana Von Zantz about dating the bus driver, and she said it's no. She would not date a bus driver.
So let me say this.
Oh,
so I'm gonna
Lord.
say that I would.
Yeah.
Hold on. Keep talking.
Okay, I'm about to. Let me tell you why I find this so egregious, but I understood it at the same time. If a man were to say something similar about like, hey, he wouldn't date, I don't know, he wouldn't date a teacher. I'm just saying that. Then he would get probably drugged through the mud. Not saying that Eboni K. Williams isn't, but men tend to date anybody who looks good, where women have to have these standards of living that they don't equally match up to, which we will lead into the next topic with.
So I was looking up like the salary of a bus driver, like the average salary. Obviously,
in the United States, right?
Yeah, obviously where you live depends on that salary. Now, granted, this is just us talking based on money. I assume that, someone wouldn't want to date a bus driver because of the money. But a bus driver salary is about the same as like a teacher's salary.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's why I did the comparison.
It's not really below a teacher's salary. So if you would date a school teacher, why not date a bus driver? I think as long as the man carries himself well, cleans up nice.
What's the salary though? I know you got to pull it up.
So in Nashville, it's low.
Yeah.
It's $14 to $32 an hour.
Okay.
So depending on like what you're driving for, what type of bus it is, you could make $24 to $51K per year.
Okay. But that's reasonable though. And let me tell you why I think that's reasonable, right? Because in this situation, if you have a household or if the lady is going to work, right? Say she's a teacher. She's bringing in $50,000, $60,000, I don't know, on average, something like that. And then you got the guy who's a bus driver bringing in, let's say, high 50, put it together, $111,000 real fast.
Yeah.
The household income, if you don't have kids, that's good. Like you can get down with that. But she's saying because of how much money that she's earning, she doesn't want anybody she doesn't want the bus driver because they can't meet up to her standards. Well, I kind of disagree with that too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to matching standards,
that's what I was going to get to.
If that's important to you, then yeah, don't date a bus driver. If you're a 6-figure woman and matching standards, I think you're confusing things because it's like, are we matching standards or are we matching salaries?
There you
because if we don't care about matching salaries, then you can date a bus driver.
Because my thing is, if I'm managing my money right and I'm dating you, I can still get you the things you want.
Yeah,
I can buy you the things that you want. Just because I'm a bus driver making $50,000 a year does not mean that I can't buy you what you want. I could be a master saver. I might not buy for myself, but I can take care of you. And if you're a multi-millionaire and you're dating a bus driver, shouldn't you be able to buy your own shit anyway? Shouldn't you be willing to pamper this man or try to help him build his brand?
So yeah, no. I was with you up until that point.
I think
every woman, regardless of their monetary status or financial status, wants to be taken care of in some way.
Okay,
like I feel like most women don't want to feel like they need to use their own money. They do like to be provided for. Okay, in a lot of ways. I'm not saying I can't. Although
I can use my 50K.
Granted, the millionaire is probably she's gonna want a different house than the bus driver can afford. And then then you start having like some different conversations. But I do think that even the richest of the rich like to be spoiled by their men.
I'm not saying that he can't. Who said that the bus driver making an average income of $50,000 can't still pamper his woman? No kids, great life. He might be living in an apartment. The apartment is say cost studio. 15.
But what if he's not making the average? The low end of that is pretty low for this economy.
But see, now we're putting in too many ifs, right? So if he has established himself well enough to be able to take care of himself, he's not homeless, he looks good, his money is straight, pays his taxes, might get a refund in. Everything is good.
So
right?
Outside of that, I think that the other things that should be looked at outside of his salary as a bus driver is he a good person?
Yeah, that's what Ayana Von Zant said.
Does he come with a lot of debt?
Yeah, how you gonna know that? I ain't gonna take that.
Does he have children? If he has children, is he involved in his children's lives?
Now we're talking.
How well does he already take care of his family?
Now we're talking.
Does he provide for himself? Does he have his own place? What is his relationship with God like?
Okay.
What is the company he keeps like?
Okay.
Those are the other things that I would be looking at other than just this salary.
Everything. So all of that is great. He does all of that. And now he comes with his salary. And that's a limitation. Because that is a limitation, and you know that's a limitation, should you then dial back your expectations on what you're asking him for? If all of that stuff is good and you know his salary, you can buy the stuff yourself because you're a millionaire. So everything you want, you can practically go out there and buy yourself. Now I have this man, he's basically getting me what he can afford. He's acting his wage. Nothing wrong with that. Be with that man.
Oh yeah, I think if you like him and love him, I don't think that money is the reason.
What happened to love?
Unless that's just what you want. Because it actually, what I was going to talk about was the other girl on IG this weekend.
Yeah.
She said she broke off her engagement because something was missing. The girl said that he was a great man, loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored her. He was handsome. He didn't have any kids, but she just felt like there was still something missing. So she called off her engagement. And obviously she got a lot of pushback from that, like you don't know what you're missing. But I think what it boils down to is what you want in a relationship, what you want out of life. And it's a good thing she did pass on him, because even though he has all these great things, she would have been in a relationship and she wouldn't have been able to appreciate anything that he did for her.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So he's able to go and give that love to somebody else.
Yeah, let that man free.
And shout out to her for calling off the engagement, because she's no longer wasting his time.
Now, I do blame her on that, though. I do blame her on that because of the age and how old we are now. I don't know how long they were dating to get engaged.
She could have broke up with him during the dating period.
She knew that a long time before they got engaged. She knew that things weren't getting better. Let's say they were dating for about 2.5, 3 years. And then all of a sudden on that third year, he decided to go ahead and propose to her. Within those 2.5, 3 years, she knew the flames wasn't getting any hotter. It probably was growing hot and cold, and sometimes they were real hot, but the low times were real low. She could have told him a long time ago, hey, listen, let's just take things easy, and I'm going to take a step back before we get too serious, because I don't see it going past a certain stage. Let me know that now, because I have wasted essentially 2 years of my life thinking you were the one, thinking that we were going to be let me know sooner than later.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that people are missing out on good people right now.
Respect.
Every time I see the single women, they always say, there's pee in the dating pool. And while I do think that there are some very trash individuals out there in the dating pool, like the stories that I hear are just absolutely insane. Mm-hmm. I do think that people are missing out on good people based on their very limited view on what a relationship should and can look like.
Right.
But, if you miss out, then that's just on you.
And then you move on.
You know, people are
right?
responsible for their own decisions, and you know that person will find somebody else.
And everybody's happy at that point. You move on, I move on, everybody's happy. We don't need to just keep creating a long, drawn-out story. Let's go our separate ways. I wasn't the man for you, but that's okay. I can take that L. I thought you were the woman for me. Damn, you weren't. All right, well, I got to start over. But let me know sooner than later. Don't get all the perks. Don't get all the dates. Don't get all the surprises. Don't get all the roses. And then all of a sudden say, you know what? You do everything right. But I still can't get out of third gear. You knew that for a long time. Don't keep me here thinking that something is going to happen when it's not. It's not now. On the flip side,
I know people wait. Well, no, I was gonna say some people don't break up with people during that phase because they're just waiting for that spark to happen.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you know the spark isn't igniting, then just go ahead and move on. And also, too, some of y'all women know this. If that man would have been busting them cheeks right, then going back to Eboni K. Williams, if that bus driver busting them cheeks, man, that man could be making $10,000 a year. She gonna take care of him.
The bus driver probably knows how to put it down.
I'm telling you, he gonna drive his bus right up in that alley. The real bus driver. I'm gonna show you what a mega bus can do. So we all know that if he's putting that thing right, it don't matter.
It's like back in the day. This is just like a scenario. It's like the hood guy that you're not supposed to be dating.
Yeah.
That has absolutely nothing going on for himself. Has the best sex. And that's the only reason why you keep going back to this person.
How you know that?
They just know how to put it down, right? But then you got the guy that has everything going on for himself. You know, he's picture perfect on paper, and the sex is trash. Like girls, like we hear those stories all the time. I'm not saying the bus driver is.
See, that's crazy. Bus driver making honest living.
I'm not saying that the bus driver is like has nothing going for himself. I'm not saying that at all. He probably has a lot of things going for himself, but he probably also can put it down.
See, shout out to the bus driver.
Give the bus driver a chance.
See what I'm saying?
Team bus driver. I'm team you, but I'm saying for them,
she wants somebody to run their bus up in the air. This is crazy. Who have I married? This is nasty right now. I get away from here.
For them, I think they should give it a shot.
Okay, because I'm about to give you a shot to get out of this house right now. Get out. Don't come back. Leave, be gone.
Give people, I don't know. I think when it comes to dating, you just really never know. Like, people can surprise you.
But see, how long do I need to wait for the surprise? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sitting here waiting for you to surprise me. I need to see something up front that's going to keep me around. I
think you should give it like 2 months.
I'm cool with that.
2 months of like consistent dating, getting to know this person. And at the end of those 2 months, if you still ain't feeling that spark, you still don't see it going anywhere, then just move on. Because I don't see it coming after that.
And then in the beginning phase, the beginning stage, the honeymoon stage, it should be sparks flying every day. Y'all should be sparking it up. A damn sparkler almost. Everything should be spontaneous. All the days should be new. Everything should be happy. Every day is Valentine's Day within that first month.
So when Bear and I first met, and I finally went to his house, he was like, don't go to his... I was young. Anyways. 3
of them. Finally went to my house.
But that first time we hung out, it was such a good time. Like, we sat up, watched movies, listened to music. We had a lot in common. We were just, talking. The conversation was great. And then after that, he was like, I got to see you again.
What Jamie Foxx
so, I think in that first week that we started, seeing each other, we probably hung out 5 times.
Yeah.
In that first week.
Yeah. I made her feel so comfortable. That's what happened. You just got to make her feel comfortable. And then she just wanted to keep coming over. She couldn't get enough of that funk.
No, you wanted me there. Let's be very clear.
I did want you there because I feel comfortable too. Being up in the middle of...
Unless you had to do.
Yeah, then I had to go home. I'm not going to use the bathroom around nobody. I'm just not dating. This is crazy. But then we got to talk about Uncle Steve and Uncle Shay. Old Club Shay podcast. One of the... listen, we have a relationship podcast. Obviously, you listen to it right now. A lot of people like to throw out relationship tidbits and just upset the internet. You just want a headline, clickbait, right? You just want to say some real, like off the rails things. But this podcast episode is probably the most enlightening and thought-provoking podcast episode. And it came from just two old school black men. Sound like two uncles talking to you, just back and forth, having good banter. But one of the things that really stuck out, and everybody was talking about it, was the clip when Steve Harvey said younger guys shouldn't be asking what a woman should be bringing to the table. Like, she can bring to the table, another you. And I felt that wholeheartedly. Like, at the age we are right now, I'm a man. I shouldn't be out. Well, it is a thought, but if you're a man right now, you shouldn't be relying on a woman to come to the table and then make you better. I'm 26, but you should be relying on a woman to come to the table and saying, hey, listen, this is what I want right now. I need this, that. Man, as a man, you should already be having your own thing established. Now, when a woman comes to your table, she shouldn't bring you down. She should increase on what you already have going on. And we talked about this before. When you have a good woman, they're going to make everything that you have going on right now 10 times better if it's a good woman. Now, you get your dirt bag and shit, it's on you at that point. But when you find a good woman, she's going to come into your life, elevate you, tell you how to do things, help you out, be your motivation. She's not going to come in with ill intent. She's not going to come in asking you, hey, what can you do for me? Man, y'all building together at that point. You putting the pieces together. And I like what he said. A lot of people not going to like that what Steve Harvey said. He said, Marjorie belongs to me and I belong to her. Now, rest in peace, Nip. We are not possessions. We can't own people. So I 100% feel that. But in the context that Steve said it, I also get it too. But the biggest thing is when you are out there looking for a woman, and women, when you're looking for a man, don't just settle for somebody because, it seems good or it seems right. How can we help each other and how can we be partners in life? I got to want to be around her for a long time. I know them 2 years got rocky. Them shit was crazy. Therapy. But I still know I got to be around her, right? So that's what I got to say about that. Like, I know this, and another good analogy is a woman is like an elevator. She can bring you down or she can bring you up. You just got to hit the button. And if a woman is bringing you down or vice versa, if a man is bringing a woman down, get out now. You know that. That's the whole episode topic. Like, sooner than later. So why stick around to find out the worst thing that's about to happen?
So when guys say you spoke, like, what are you bringing to the table?
It's really a woman line too. I don't like when guys say that.
I was gonna say, what? Okay, what is the woman supposed to be bringing to the table? Like, when they say that, what are they referring to? Like, are they expecting the woman to bring the money to the table to match their money?
Well, you could
Are they expecting, like, what is the woman bringing to their table?
Well, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to say this too. It's something that me and you back
or I guess what do they want the woman to bring to their table?
That's a good question. I'm going to say the main thing a man wants a woman to bring to the table is peace, for real. Like, don't be the cause of turmoil in my household. If I'm going to work every day, I'm working a full-time job, and then I work from home or I go and I commute to work. I work in office. And then I come home and then all of a sudden I got to deal with you too. Like, don't be that person. Be my peace. I want to come home to joy. I've dealt with the outside world. When I come home, I want to find peace within you. I don't know what peace looks like for everybody else, but I know what it looks like for me. I mean, I want that. When I don't want to be coming home to a baddie. We talked about that. I want to come home to a baddie. Nobody wants to be walking in the house. Already dealt with your co-worker. You dealt with your manager. Now you got to come to the house and deal with your wife. No, I want to be happy when I come home.
But then I'm finna say,
I got one more thing to say. If you come home and then you sit in your driveway for an hour outside of your house, find somewhere else to go. This is not the house for you anymore. And talk to your woman. I shouldn't come home from work and then sit in my driveway for an hour because I don't even want to go in. My commute is my best time. My commute is my peace. That's crazy. Think about that.
Well, I was gonna say yes, but he also has to know that he's doing everything in his power to make her want to be peaceful.
For sure. I agree. 100%.
Like, because I think a lot of guys get that confused. If you are with a woman and you don't think that she brings you peace, ask her, what is she feeling that's making her, I guess, be so up in arms, making her feel angry or making her feel sad, or like what is happening in the house that's bringing her outside of her body to where she's no longer the woman she was, that you fell in love with. If you're saying that she's always angry and upset, ask her why. Don't assume.
It's a fact.
Don't assume, because you probably don't know. You probably really don't know. It's an assumption. And I think a lot of times, like when you've been in those super long-term relationships, you've brushed so many things under the rug, and you just wake up one day and you like, wow, I'm not happy. I'm no longer trying to be his peace. Have you thought about that? Like, guys that are asking for peace, have you thought about the fact that the woman that you're with it's like she legit may no longer be interested in being your peace.
Choosing violence.
Yeah, like she may not be interested in it, but if that's the case, then you got to figure out why.
I agree. But with all that being said, you're asking a man what he wants a woman to bring to the table.
Yeah, that was my original question.
Right, so I told you I want my woman to bring me peace.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really care about you bringing in the finances and all that. Would it be great to get extra money? Of course. Like, nobody's going to say, hey, I don't want extra money. You're crazy if you're going to say that. If we can bring extra money in and you can do, like, please come in. Let's build an empire. But if I see you and if I have everything going, say, for example, the Eboni K. Williams situation, let's reverse it. If there was a teacher and I'm a multimillionaire, I'm looking at the teacher like, I got everything. I'm good. I'm the millionaire. I just want you to come into the house and just be my peace at that point. I don't need you to bring much. I don't need you to bring more, like no money, anything. Steve Harvey made a good point. What can she bring? A kid. She can bring a life in this world. Blake, best thing that ever happened to me, by far. 100%. Like, there is no questions. You, Shiloh, Blake, best things ever happened to me, right? I wouldn't know what to do without him. So that's what they can bring. Besides the peace. I need a little bit of peace now. I need that. Bring me peace. So if we can get on the same page with that, I think everything could be great.
I think women seal the deal. Like, if you know that you want the family and all those things, like, I think it's the woman that seals the deal. It's the woman that makes the house a home. The reason why you got all these bachelor pads that ain't nothing in there, but white walls.
I like white walls.
Women make houses feel like home. Women obviously, bear the children.
Yeah. Somebody told me
we raise the children. Obviously, we should be raising the kids together, but I'm the disciplinarian in our house. But we bring we carry the children.
It's a partnership.
We manage the house. We make it feel like home.
Somebody told me this a long time ago. Rest in peace too, man. My best friend's cousin, who was like a cousin to me, Sean said, man, listen, when you got this on and you going in for a job interview or you going in for a business deal, when people, 9 times out of 10, when people see that you're married, they automatically feel like they can trust you because they know you are committed to something, right? You're committed to a person. Into your family, the person, whatever the case is. And when they see that commitment, when you have your wedding ring, like, all right, they feel more comfortable and at ease with that person. So I do believe that all this encompassing, that's what a woman can bring. And that's what a man should bring too. The same thing goes for a man. Like, we should be both decorating the table together. Like I said, everybody should be at the table, setting the table together. Shouldn't be one person's job. Oh, talk to... I can't even go no further. I'm going to end it right there. I can't even do my relationship. I got one more thing to talk about.
I was going to say, and that should not, when you said, what you just say about jobs, everybody got a job?
Everybody got a job.
Yeah.
Everybody bringing something to the table. It's a
everybody's
partnership.
bringing something to the table. And then I also think it's important to not hold on to those jobs. I think, like, again, I'm talking about long-term relationships. Jobs will change. Next year, Baird and I will have been married for 10 years. And so the next 10 years could look completely different for us. Like, and it probably will look completely different for us.
Oh, for sure. And the thing about it, so within those 10 years, I'm just going to say this. 75% of them were great. Amazing. And then you got the 25%. But I'm not going to throw the 25% away because I got the 75% that was great. So why can't we build off the 75%? And make it work.
And that's the gem that Michelle Obama dropped. And I might be butchering the years.
I'm Barack Obama.
She said that, there was like 10 years in her marriage, I think, that were just really hard. And those were the years that the kids were born and they grew up. Yeah. And, those first 10 years were really hard. And, those were the years where she felt like she was putting in 80% and Barack was only putting in 20%. Yeah. President Obama.
Calling him Barack. Yeah. You don't know him like that.
20, he was only putting in 20% or 10%, whatever the case may be. And she said those years were really hard, but they had also been together for 30 years. Mm-hmm. So, and 20 of those years were incredible. Mm-hmm. So, would it have been worth it to completely throw away the whole marriage because you experienced those 10 bad years, of marriage?
And you figure things out.
And I tell people this all the time. When you throw the kids in there,
we're gonna talk about that on the next pod. We're gonna do a deep dive on Mother's Day.
When you throw the kids in there, it takes a relationship to completely new challenges.
Like we just said, I love my son, love him to death, more than I love myself. Almost crazy thing. I'm looking forward to him leaving because we go spend more time together. Not that I don't want him around me all the time. If he could be here right now, I would have him around me. But I still need my woman time.
And Shiloh is an easy baby. Like we can go on dates with Shiloh.
She
ain't gonna be fussing. She's just gonna be sitting there chilling, checking out the scene, looking around. Then she gonna go take a nap.
But we do need to unpack that. The kid struggle that came in, mixing in kids, then with 2 kids. Tell the people where they can find you. My next week topic.
India.Marie on Instagram.
You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Please be sure to follow us on Instagram, She and I Podcast. Also leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. It's the end of the pod. If you made it this far, congratulations. Go to YouTube and subscribe. If you didn't make it this far, I'm going to clip this up so you can hear it anyway. Go to YouTube and subscribe. But in the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.